Hello there, my name is Dr. Baranowski, and today my colleague and I will be talking about the mental and physical problems that occur beyond our Earth's atmosphere. Overall, space travel requires the consideration of many mental and physical ailments, and learning about these ailments can help you become the best astronaut you can be. To start off, the mental. According to the American Psychiatric Association, symptoms of depression include feeling sad, loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed, significant weight loss or weight gain, sleeping too little or too much, loss of energy or increased fatigue, slowed movements in speech, feeling worthless or guilty, difficulty thinking, concentrating, or making decisions, and thoughts of death and suicide. Depression cannot be completely cured, but it can be helped. Depression can be helped with medication. Depression medication includes SSRIs, antidepressants, anxiolytics, and antipsychotics. Depression can also be helped with therapy. Bringing a trained therapist or an astronaut trained in therapy on a space trip can help with preventing depression. It is very important to keep the astronauts in as much contact as possible with their families during the trip to try and make the separation as tolerable as it can be. If this does not happen, they can start to feel separation anxiety. Using virtual reality can help an astronaut feel at home by putting them in a virtual recreation of life back on Earth. The experience can be tailored to each astronaut to feature their family, their pets, or their home. Ansible is a VR program used by previous astronauts on isolation experiments, and was found that virtual reality helps combat social isolation and helps maintain relationships. Non-separation related anxiety can be helped with therapists on board as well as medication, such as pills or cannabis oil. An astronaut can develop insomnia after being up in space for so long. We can prevent this through sleeping pills and taking sleeping shifts. It is vital that our astronauts are staying entertained during their free time. Elongated, extreme boredom and being not entertained for long periods of time can have some very negative side effects. To stay entertained, our astronauts can engage in activities such as listening to music, doing fun experiments, watching movies, reading books, playing cards, playing instruments, playing board games, and also playing sports. Now on to our next topic, the physical. On to you, Professor Cimino.
A good workout regimen in space can help prevent issues such as muscle atrophy, reverse blood flow, deterioration of the skeleton, and a loss of body mass. Now, you may be asking, how will these astronauts be working out without gravity? Well, we'll be having them work out in an artificial gravity area to simulate the gravity on Earth. Some examples of exercises and full body workouts that astronauts can use in space are the treadmill, stationary bike, as well as specific ab circuits and weighted arm workouts to maintain a healthy physique. This artificial gravity room can also be used for recreational activities. This way, the astronauts can still enjoy playing sports as well as participate in aerobic activities. Now, back onto the topic of reverse blood flow. This is caused by the weightless environment of zero gravity. As a result, blood can flow backwards rather than being pumped out of the heart and cause clots inside of blood vessels. Reverse blood flow can be prevented or helped by applying low body negative pressure, thigh cuffs, and resistance breathing devices. Keeping the astronauts on a well-made food plan will make sure they'll be getting all the nutrients they need to prevent any issues like reduced blood cell production, loss of body mass, or bone stress. Vitamins such as D and K should be implemented into an astronaut's daily diet. Bringing an astronaut trained in nutrition can be a great positive to your mission. Now, onto the topic of radiation. Radiation has always been and still continues to be a problem all astronauts face while in space. If the amount of radiation protection is not carefully calculated, astronauts can experience radiation poisoning, which leads to cancer and death. Ways to prevent radiation poisoning lies heavily on the construction of the spacecraft, as well as the material the astronauts will be wearing. An example of clothing is the S.T.A.R radiation vest. This vest uses a selective shielding technology to protect organs that are most sensitive to radiation exposure, focusing on stem cell concentrations within the organs. Careful consideration of all these topics will lead to a healthy group of astronauts, which is of the absolute highest importance. Thank you for watching the presentation. It is now concluded.